Stop drinking beet juice. I mean it. Put the glass down. If you are using it the way most people do, you are barely getting any real benefit, and that is the mistake nobody talks about. Every health channel says the same thing. Juice your beets, blend them, toss them in a smoothie. Sounds great. But nobody mentions what you lose in the process. The fiber is gone. Your blood sugar spikes from concentrated fructose, and the compounds your blood vessels actually need start breaking down the second that juice hits air and light. There's a simpler way. 1 teaspoon, 1 glass, 60 seconds. And some studies show effects in just a few hours, not weeks, hours. But there is one mistake that almost everyone makes with this, and it quietly kills the whole point. I will get to that in a minute. First, I want to ask you something. When was the last time your legs felt light? Not after rest, not after a nap, just light. Like they used to feel 15 years ago when you walked out the door without thinking about it. Because here's what I keep hearing from people over 50. My legs feel like sandbags by lunchtime. My feet burn at night, but they are ice cold in the morning. I get winded walking to the car. I sit down to read, and I cannot focus because my brain feels like it is wrapped in cotton. And every single time, they finish with the same sentence. But I guess that is just getting older. What if it is not? What if all of those things, the heavy legs, the cold hands, the burning feet, the brain fog, are not just aging? What if they are your body waving a red flag saying something very specific is not working the way it should, and that something is blood flow, not a heart attack, not a stroke, nothing dramatic, just slow, quiet, everyday blood flow that is not reaching where it needs to go? Your toes, your fingertips, your brain, your muscles, all of them slowly getting less of what they need, and you feel it. You just did not know what to call it. Let me explain this as simply as I can. You have probably heard people compare blood vessels to pipes. Stuff builds up, pipes get narrow, flow slows down. And that is partly true. But it misses the most important thing. Your blood vessels are alive. They are lined with a layer of cells that actively controls how wide or narrow those vessels are. When that layer is healthy, it produces a molecule that tells your vessels to open up, relax, and let blood flow freely. Think of it like a traffic controller at a busy intersection. When the controller is doing a good job, cars move, everything flows. But after 50, and especially after 60, your body produces less and less of that molecule. The traffic controller falls asleep. Vessels tighten. Flow slows. And you feel it in your legs, your hands, your head, and your energy. That molecule is called nitric oxide. You do not need to remember the name. Just remember this. Your body needs it. It is making less of it. And that is a big part of why you feel the way you feel. If this video is giving you value, consider subscribing right now. 99% of viewers still watch without subscribing, and our goal is to reach 10,000 subscribers by the end of this month. Just 1 second from you can make a big impact on this channel. Thank you. So what if you could help your body make more of it? This is where beetroot comes in. Not juice, not roasted beets. Beetroot powder. 1 teaspoon of this dark red powder contains concentrated natural compounds that your body can convert directly into nitric oxide. The exact thing your blood vessels are running low on. It is not a pill. It is not a synthetic supplement. It is a vegetable, dried and concentrated, and the research behind it is serious. A major study in one of the top cardiovascular journals in the world found that beetroot may help lower blood pressure within 3 to 4 hours. The red pigments called betalains are antioxidants that may help protect the lining of your blood vessels, the same lining that produces your nitric oxide. So you are not just supporting the process from the outside. You may be protecting the system from the inside. And there is a brain benefit too. A university study found that compounds in beetroot may help increase blood flow to areas of the brain responsible for focus and decision making. After 60, that is not a small thing. Now let me clear up a few myths. First, beet juice is the best way. It is not. When you juice a beet, the nitrate content depends on the soil, the season, how long it sat on the shelf, you never know what you are getting. 1 teaspoon of powder gives you a consistent dose every single time. Second, fresh is always better than powder, not with beetroot. Powder gives you more control and more consistency. And honestly, are you really going to juice a raw beet every morning for 3 months? Third, if 1 teaspoon is good, 3 must be better. No, 1 teaspoon is the amount the research supports. 3 will not triple your results. They will upset your stomach. Respect the dose. Now here's the part that matters most, the mistake that ruins it for almost everyone. They add it to hot water. It makes sense, right? You think, I will stir it into my morning tea. It will be cozy. Do not do this. Heat may break down the nitrates, the exact compounds your body needs. Pour boiling water on your beetroot powder, and you end up with a warm red drink that does close to nothing. Expensive colored water, room temperature, or cool water. That is the rule. And most people skip the lemon. Big mistake. Vitamin C from lemon may help your body convert nitrates into nitric oxide more efficiently. Lemon is not a garnish here. It is the ignition key. Here is exactly what to do every morning. 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder in a glass of cool water. Squeeze in half a lemon. Optional, but helpful. A tiny pinch of black pepper for absorption. Stir, drink, done. Take it 20 to 30 minutes before breakfast. Empty stomach. That is when absorption is best. If you walk in the morning, take it before your walk. Research suggests beetroot may help support physical endurance by improving blood flow to muscles. Do not take it before bed. Improved circulation can feel slightly energizing. Now, let me tell you about Maria. She is 64. She wrote to me about 3 months ago. She said she had been dealing with heavy legs and cold feet for years. Her doctor said everything looked fine on paper, but she knew something was off. She started taking 1 teaspoon of beetroot powder every morning with lemon. The first week, she did not feel much. By week 3, she said her feet were warm for the first time in years. By week 6, she was walking her dog twice a day instead of once. She told me, I feel like I got 5 years back. Now, that is one person. It is not a clinical trial, but it lines up with what the research suggests. And stories like hers keep coming in. Here's a rough timeline of what to expect. First week, not much. Maybe subtle warmth in your hands or feet. Your urine might turn pink. That is normal. It is called beturia, and it is harmless. Weeks 2 to 3. This is where the shift starts. Warmer extremities. Less heaviness in your legs. Clearer thinking in the afternoon. You walk a little further without noticing. Week 4 and beyond. If you track your blood pressure, you may see different numbers. More stamina, faster recovery, a general sense that things are working better. Not a dramatic overnight change, a slow return to something you forgot you lost, but only if you are consistent every day. Skip a week and the old feelings come back. This is daily support, not a one-time fix. Now, the most important part of this video. If you are on blood pressure medication, talk to your doctor before starting. Beetroot may help lower pressure. Your medication already does that. Together without supervision, pressure could drop too low. Dizziness, falls. After 60, a fall can change everything. Doctor first. No exceptions. Blood thinners like warfarin. Beetroot contains vitamin K. Your doctor needs to know. History of kidney stones, especially calcium oxalate. Beets are high in oxalates. Ask your doctor. Sensitive stomach. Start with half a teaspoon the first week. Build up slowly. 1 teaspoon a day. That is the dose. Do not increase it on your own. Your blood vessels have carried you your whole life. Maybe it is time to carry them back a little. Try it for 7 days. Just 7. Set a reminder. And on day 7, check in with yourself. How do your legs feel? How do your hands feel? How does your brain feel at 2 in the afternoon? Your body will tell you. Tell me in the comments, what was the one symptom in this video that made you stop and think, that is me? I read every single one. Subscribe if this helped. Share it with someone who needs it. And I will see you in the next one. Take care of yourselves. And